as ASARI DOKUBO has come say that the Igbos have abandoned Mazen Kanu intention that all these years no man is shown up for him that they employ him to the land of the
Nnamdi Kanu is not in isolation. It looks like he's in isolation in the eyes of the Northerners and people like ASARI DOKUBO and people like the Arab Yorubas that connive with because of Northernization that is going to bring them to darkness. The Yorubas should be careful how they are remassing the Northern politicians and how they are extending Northernization in Yoruba land. You know, you see, if ASARI DOKUBO is going to be open for a very big surprise. They have been telling the federal government the whole world is watching, and they have been telling the federal government to be careful that Nnamdi Kanu is dangerous. They don't know the kind of dangerous he means, whether he actually, was the brain. He's an agent of an underground. He's an RPOB man. He understands the game, and he has given so much to it. Highly focused on what he intends to achieve. He's not blinking. He's not seeking help from anybody. Nnamdi Kanu is a defining moment. It has become a revolutionary. It has become a reference point in Africa. It has become a source of strength to the African youth. Has become a liberation force for as many as that want to align with African independence. You can see what Putin said recently. Everything is working out. You might not understand, you might not see it. Just like one day it will come boom. One day we are saying that pastors in Nigeria we are riffraff, they can hardly pay for house, they can hardly marry. Can anybody come out today and say that Nigerian pastors are poor? It can never happen. How did it happen? Did they know? They never know. Forget all the noise surrounding Pastor Adeboye's statement concerning tithes. But there's no issue. Because at the right time, the only nation, the only kingdom, we need to establish a Christian kingdom that the whole world will be proud of. And all of them will have refuge in the Biafra Christian kingdom. That's that's the basis of it. Everybody is saying that we can see what is happening in the north. The North Iowa Consultation Forum come out to say clearly they are tired of what is happening in the north. And if possible, the Northerners want to run. That's why we are seeing them everywhere. They want to join Biafra. They want to join the struggle. They want to liberate themselves. For Northerners to start telling you that they are being wiped away, what does that tell you? It's a signal that in preparation, both consciously and unconsciously, they are already eyeing. But there's going to be restriction. Before you enter the fall, there will be a certain, we will do our job very well, background check very well, so that we don't come, and put a spanner in the way of progress of Biafran kingdom. As a Christian nation, we must not take that away from anybody. So anybody that is saying that Nnamdi Kanu is abandoned or did what Igbos abandoned, go and look at what happened to Nelson Mandela when he was in Robben Island, if I can remember very well. Nobody pays him a visit. Nobody sees him. But the spirit continues to spread. Nnamdi Kanu has globalized himself. Nnamdi Kanu has transformed the identity of himself. Nnamdi Kanu has also transferred the acceptance and the globalization of Igbos all over the world. Igbos are enjoying reception. People are denouncing, people are telling, even people that we do not know that they are Igbos are coming out, they say they are Igbos. What does that tell you? It tells you about something. It tells you about reality. It tells you about significance. It tells you about the rise. It tells you about the glory that is set before him. A lot of ASARI DOKUBO think that he doesn't know, he doesn't understand Nnamdi Kanu anymore. A lot of them say they don't understand Nnamdi Kanu more. When you put your eyes on the cross, of course, every other thing that's happening around you might not be able to have interest. Nnamdi Kanu is already focused on what he wants to achieve. And every other distraction he doesn't want to know. If ASARI DOKUBO feels that he has abandoned the struggle for emancipation of the oil-bearing communities, those communities have brought the consequences of Nigerian government wickedness. He abandoned them and joined it and even praising them. Unfortunately, the government is already praising, has lost track completely. But the only man that is standing, both here, outside Nigeria, and globally, currently now the whole world is discussing is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is such person standing alone? That's a direct question to ASARI DOKUBO, who always come out, neither here nor there. Thank God the revelation are coming. We will continue to break the jinx of a fragmentation of the Biafran land, of the Biafran colony, as a result of politics. Unfortunately, the internet. Now, the internet and the use of social media. Yes, internet is another thing. The social media is another thing. How can we allow this lie to continue and over and over and over and over and over and over again? To the extent they want to turn their Biafran kingdom to Benin kingdom. That is only now Rama Park or Ring Road. I'm talking about a kingdom that extended in some parts of Africa. The British colonial master turned the whole Benin kingdom to Ring Road. We are going to reject that, and the rejectants and the resistance have started. So, ASARI DOKUBO, initiate as many as you can, do things but when the time comes, of course, the veil will be let off and everybody will see the direction is going. Just like what Jesus Christ did, the moment Jesus Christ gave up the ghost in the cross of Calvary, there's a curtain in the synagogue. The curtain broke. Something forced the curtain to break. And people begin to see liberation came. So the liberation must come, no matter how you look at it. Yeah, these guys are not being sincere, and that is why the damage in Niger Delta has continued unchecked. Pollution has continued unchecked. Looting of the Niger Delta resources has continued unchecked. The Northerners are celebrating because they don't see anything wrong with what they are doing, as long as it is being used against the Igbos. That is it. The Southwest here are enjoying Northernization of their political culture because they don't want to know if it is being used against anybody. But the end of it, is darkness. There's no two ways about it. Let them continue to embrace this culture. It looks for them, it looks like Igbo man has no political structure. Igbo man is just standing alone. Igbo man does not know how to play politics. Igbo man does not understand this thing. But posterity will do justice to that. That is my take on that. Morning.
Eat another item for this honesty. Can subscribe to the channel. Like and share, comment for more inspiration. Yesterday, ASARI DOKUBO has come out to allege that the Igbos have pushed Kanu into a land of no return. Now, they have deserted Kanu. Do you think the Igbos have really deserted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
My name is Ralph Tresbarton, where I analyze at least global affair on social media. And I want to tell you this morning that any issue bordering on ASARI DOKUBO's verbal renditions doesn't tickle me an inch, because I know him as an intoxicated man. Even though he takes alcohol, ASARI DOKUBO is an intoxicated man. Even though he takes or he does not, ASARI DOKUBO is not making sense. He's talking from the angle of insanity. How dare he? How dare ASARI DOKUBO to have abused the Igbos in the past? Started romancing the Igbo again in the past. At a stage, he was spank on the Igbos. When a man's character is unstable, what do you call him? He's a chameleon. And once a man is not mentally balanced, what do you call him? You call him a psychopath. So what happened is that when ASARI DOKUBO is talking, I still employ, I still charge, I still insist, reiterate that no Igbo man should take ASARI DOKUBO serious. ASARI DOKUBO is a man of questionable character. He always comes out with cock and bull tales, stories, narratives about the Igbo man. A Calabari man that has spanked on Igbos, he has now come back and said he's an Igbo man. He has now gone to ASARI and asked Tinubu to allow Igbos. One man, ASARI DOKUBO, is always like to be on publicity, social media, always. He has come out again accusing the Igbos of pushing Nnamdi Kanu out and abandoning Nnamdi Kanu. Who the hell does he think the Igbos are? We are better than he. We have now ostracized him, outlawed him from Igbo land. He says he's from Calabar. He should go to Calabar now. Allow Igbos to be. When somebody behaves like a dog, I call him a dog because he quacks. When somebody grunts like a pig, I call him a pig because he grunts. Whatever he says about the Igbos are gruntings of the pig. I don't care who the hell is ASARI DOKUBO. I see him as a man who is chameleonic in character. He's not a man you can take by his word because his word fluctuates. He doesn't speak like a man that is mentally balanced. ASARI DOKUBO is not mentally balanced. He grunts, he quacks, he chirps. I don't take him serious. Anytime he talks or speaks against the Igbo man, I don't take him serious because he's an unstable man. I've seen him parleyed with Igbo, romancing Igbo, accepting Igbo. I've seen him spanking on Igbo man, pelting stones at Igbo, giving all manners of insults at Igbos. So he doesn't care. Whatever he calls himself, I don't want to know. Whatever he lies, he can accuse Igbo man of. I don't care. ASARI DOKUBO, I'm telling fellow Igbos, should not be taken serious. He's a man that is just waking from his slumbers. As a result of overfeeding, he thinks that he has arrived. Only Lijuan for officer or just no getting a Nigerian for the Igbo man. Because we Igbos, we have taken enough. We have taken enough. Insults, we have taken enough. Rejection, we have taken enough. Marginalization, we've taken enough of oppression. That's why ASARI DOKUBO is doing what he is doing against Igbo man.
But Amazi, he started this, he initiated this Biafra struggle. And now Mazi Nnamdi keep it over for you. And now Mazi is paying for a swing by languishing in the DSS. No. Mazi is paying. What is it?
Anyway, I don't see ASARI DOKUBO from the angle of self-determination. I see him from the angle of political thuggery in the River State region. I see him from the angle of armed robbery, armed struggling in the Niger Delta area. I see him in the angle of militancy. He was one of the people that militarized Niger Delta. He's at the forefront. He's a political rogue anyway because having been employed by Buhari during Buhari administration to checkmate, his other political oppositions, he at least from that, ASARI DOKUBO graduated into, let me say, psychophancy. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying, because what I actually did during Tinubu's administration has actually made him a chronic madman. He visits ASARI begging Tinubu to include him in his administration. Tinubu, after weighing him, he found out that this one is another week. Anyway, let me manage only week. If I have 2 weeks in my administration, that might generate more trouble for me. So, abandoning ASARI DOKUBO, he embraced the weekend, yes, a week. The mad dog in this administration, the mad dog of FCT, who is causing all manner of damages to the Igbo properties in the north there. He embraced week, and week continue his destructive onslaught of Igbo's properties in Abuja. So what am I saying this? Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because ASARI DOKUBO is not somebody the Igbo should be taken serious, because of course we know that after the long run, ASARI DOKUBO, he must pay. He's gonna pay. That's why anytime I analyze on him, I will talk and talk. At the end of the day, I will say, ASARI, wherever you are, you must do what? Raw. The forces that are coming after you. are bigger than you.
Lastly, politics, I want to tell you here, as much as you can, has he been abandoned by the Igbo people?
No.
I mean the common masses.
No. The masses are doing enough to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu comes out. The Igbo political groups or elites, they are the ones that are benefiting from this incarceration. You could see how I can be sold Nnamdi Kanu up in Kenya. Yes, and collected money from the federal structures that have dated Nnamdi Kanu, rendition from Kenya. That I can be said, we know his situation now. Accusation that Ifeanyi, yes, contributed to rendition of Nnamdi Kanu by giving the forces, the agents that fetch him from Nairobi to Nigeria, private jets. We've seen what's played out today. Yes, Ifeanyi. Then and the other people, somebody like Hope Uzodinma initiated it. How is he governor of Imo State for second tenure? Good for him and his family. Then and others in Igbo land within that clique that contributed to Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration. They are feeding fats. They are eating hoods. Much money into their various accounts every now and then. But what I'm trying to tell you is this: over marginalization, suppression, exploitation of the Igbos. The squads at least gingered Nnamdi Kanu into agitation for Biafra, and you can see yes, because of marginalization of the Igbos, and you can see he's there for almost 48 months now, and the 5th year is getting to 5th year. He cannot kill Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu cannot die next year. If he stays there to next year to 2027, Nnamdi Kanu is going to die. They are making him more popular, and at the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu must rule the world. He's going to have control over them, both blue, both black, both Fulani, both Yoruba, both Tinubu, both Sunday Igboho. Bayo Onanuga is not there, but I'm telling you that Nnamdi Kanu will still have control over everybody. That's my take.